Sunshine Goddess 223. Hot your girl, guys. Happy, successful Saturday. Soulful Saturday. So, energy's energy. If it resonates. I started the reading. I started getting so emotional. So, I'm doing a ritual for this portal, right? And because it's like no job too small. So I kind of got like, you can join the small ritual for $4.44, or you can do the larger ritual for $44.44. Hey, phenomenal woman. Hey, girlfriend. So whatever you decide. Okay, so it's all health, wealth, abundance, and love. I love when I get the confirmations when I do the love rituals, and they're like, girl, you did that ritual, and then love, love comes into your life. Locked and loaded, I hear the divine say. Hey, Saray. Hey, Khalees. So join my ritual, $4.44 or $44.44, whatever you feel like putting into the ritual. Go ahead and do that. My information down below in the description box. You guys can send me anything. If you have small businesses, you can send me your stuff. Email me and I'll promote your stuff for you on here free of charge. Just send me your merch or whatever you got, clothes, whatever it is. Make sure it's appropriate for our channel. I don't mind helping support. Everyone needs a fair chance and a shot. So if I can help you, if you have a small business and you have an Instagram, Facebook, website that someone can find your stuff, I have no problem, more than welcome advertising your stuff on my channel. Okay, so all my information in the description box down below. Thank you guys for all you do, your support, your kind words, gestures, emails, confirmations. I love you guys. I love doing this. The best things in life are free, and I love giving you guys the drop, give you guys the information, the knowledge. And I always want you to walk away from my channel, or leave the channel, I should say. Don't ever walk away, stay. But when you click out or listen to my videos or messages, I always want you to feel comfort, okay? Because God's not a God of chaos or confusion. I didn't even start the reading yet, and I'm like choking. Somebody's emotionally, that's the thing with doing YouTube. And that's the thing with being able to read energy. Like, you can feel however these people are feeling. You can feel how someone's feeling. And that's why I don't watch stories on Instagram and Facebook, because why do I want to know you're having a bad day because you dropped your hot dog in your kitchen? Like, I don't want to know that. You know what I'm saying? So energy is literally my first language, English and then Spanish. Very bilingual. My kids love it. So this person, and immediately when I found the thumbnail, I got really emotional, because whoever this person is that I'm channeling for you, is they're realizing this is a spiritual connection, and then now what? And now you're not in their life, and like, did they forfeit their blessings? Many nights I cried for the things you did. So maybe you cried, or this person cried for messing up with you. I don't, and you don't know what you have till it's gone. No, you knew. You just thought you never lose it. And I really feel like this person thought that you would never walk out their life. We all been stupid for someone in our life. We've all done things where we look back, we're like, I didn't love myself enough to know better. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't define who you are today. It defines that you learned from it, and you made better decisions, and you make better choices moving forward, right? Because insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And I just feel like this is the energy that this person was in for quite long, or maybe you were in. You're going to run into the same principalities, the same spirits. It's a different body. Okay, that's how it goes until you learn the lesson. So I do want to do a reading for you guys later on, because I keep getting the download and the drop from the divine. Like, you overcame something that was in your bloodline for years. I also got downloads now. If you guys send $3.33, I can add you to the Sunshine Goddess group where they get drops, downloads. It's a Telegram group. You just send the $3.33. I need your phone number. You can email me, say, hey, Sunshine Goddess, I send my donation. Put me in, log me in. Okay, so then you could come and join. It's a group of women. Men are welcome too. It's a group of women that, we just chat. I got it. Spirit just like calling me to start it back up. And from that group, some other women met other women. And I found my tribe that way. I found one of my soul sisters, Jess, that I talk to her all the time. She lives in California. We FaceTime, never met her a day in my life, but we always say, I can't wait to see you. So, God will align you with the right people at the right time. So I'm trying to let this over emotional feeling go away, but I just feel like you haven't gone away out this person's life. I feel like that, and many will say, Sunshine Goddess, this sounds like a soul tie. No, it's just that this person really, you are meant to be with them. See, don't push away the ones that were sent in your life as blessings for the one that were sent in your life as lessons. Karmic cycle means you learn the lesson and you move on, right? Ooh, almost said a cuss word. But now I really feel like that they've stayed somewhere too long and they're realizing nobody's you, and that's your superpower. That's your superpower. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hi, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. So how are you guys doing? Hey, Majestic. Hey, Khalees. Hey, Golden Glow. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Edwin, Samantha, Butterfly 55. How you guys doing? So happy Saturday. I love you guys. Hey, Ronti, Divine Dolphin. I really love you guys. Yesterday, was it yesterday, the day before? Yeah, because I really wasn't guided to do any messages yesterday. Yesterday, I looked at the news, and this is a safe place, right? But I want to tell you, I got confirmation. Something about our president and having like a golden ticket. I had said that the day before, so I wonder if that has anything to do with that. I really pick up universal energy, and sometimes when I feel very off, and I can't put my finger on it, 9 times out of 10, I pick up on things that happen in the world, universal catastrophes, things. But, I wake up like, this is just a weird day. And then I come to find out that there's been an earthquake, or there's been like something massive happening that will really shock the entire universe. I'm so tapped in that some days it makes me exhausted, right? But man, you're called for your chosen, and this is what I decided to do. It just comes with the territory, right? Like, we all get exhausted at our job. We all kind of get burnt out at times, but energy really is my first language. So I really feel like picking up the energy of this person. They're emotional. I'm trying to let the emotion pass so I do not want to cry. I've learned to control those emotions when I'm doing tarot, because even look at 9/11, somebody wish they made changes. Even when I do, my mediumships are like above and beyond. Now, I don't go digging for people. If I do a reading with you or something, they really just show up, and I'm like, ooh, I feel like somebody's like, their chest is hurting, and they're like, oh yeah, well, my dad may have passed away from a heart attack, or my mom had heart problems, or my grandmother had heart failure. I pick up those things. I feel those things. I immediately, even the ones that don't always end in the best, like maybe strangulation or something, I'm like, oh, I feel like my airways constricted. What's happening? And like, yeah, well, something happened beyond our control. So I really pick up. And then once I pick up your family members that pass away, they kind of stay and hang out for a little bit with me, until they either are okay with where you are in life, or until they are okay to move on. Because sometimes our peoples pass away and they're just, I can't even believe I'm dead. Sunshine God, it's like, I can't believe. I'm like, well, you're passed away, honey. It's okay. Your family still loves you. And then I stay close to, I've made a bunch of soul sisters and brothers by just being and staying close to them, and and providing them that comfort of someone that, hey, Empress D, hey, O'Shea, hey, Faith, until their family member feels okay. Lots of times moms, hello from the outside. If your mom passed away, I can't figure out. It's like everyone's parents, like, oh my gosh, somebody's mom that likes to cook and always wore an apron. I see like a red flower apron. Like, it's just a half one. She likes to cook a lot, bacon. She's here too. But she's Caucasian, fair skin, brown hair. She kind of wore hair like this a little bit. I could see there's an island in her kitchen. She's a big baker. Okay, so I don't know whose mom that might be, but they stay around until they feel like you're okay. And then once they feel like you're okay, and I'll get messages and calls like, hey, I'm not feeling my mom that much anymore. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. She's okay. She knows that you're okay, and you're accepting, and if you're having a hard time with that, they'll kind of stick around until you're doing okay. So that's a little bit of the life I live every day. And being a nurse, the other day I looked at my patient and I was like, you're gonna fall. And guess who fell that night? Okay, so that's another thing too, being so intuitive and knowing ahead of time, right? And it's like, what do I do with this information? And then nothing. You hold it, you process it, and it's not my job to go around and cause judgment. It's not my job to tell people's deepest, darkest secrets. I just want to tell you guys right now, I don't care what you do, how you do it on your spare time. And not that I don't care about you, but when people have skeletons in their closet, I don't open the door. I don't care. That's not my business. You do what you want. You don't need to be worried that, oh, she's gonna pick. I don't care. I have children. I have my own life, my human life to live, and my spiritual life isn't going around snooping and finding things. So I feel like some people get worried, like, what does she know? Well, I know you're hiding something, but I could really care less. I'm not here to pick your skeletons. I'm here to say, well, let me give you some comfort and clarity. So I just was really guided to share that with you. All right, so the number 166 is significant. So it could be 1966, July 6th, January 6th, because there's no January 16th, 12, 13 transformation. There we go. So I just got to get it together, guys. Get my spiritual brain, get the gears rolling. So again, this person, I feel like the emotional part has passed. They've been very emotional about the way that they treated you, the things that they said, again, and I'll say it again and again until the divine says, go on to the next lesson. But things with the eyes can't be unseen, things with the eyes can't be unheard, and things with the mouth can't be unsaid. And I just really feel like this person at some point tried to do something to make you jealous. Maybe you didn't give them their way, or they said, oh, watch me, I better get someone. Okay, less is more. It's plenty of us. And I really feel like I feel like somebody thought it was like a replacement energy. Hey, sweetheart, I'm doing my reading. Okay.
You heard me?
I saw you. Oh, no, I didn't see.
I told you.
You called me? Okay, I'm doing my reading, okay?
Wait, Mom. I'll get waiting for we to do the laundry and go.
Okay. After our chores, we'll go. Okay, love you.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, love you, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye. So, yeah, my kids always love to, this little one, he's so intuitive, it scares me. So 424 is a significant date that's coming up. Lots of paranormal activity. There's portals open, so I should have known, right? Because first of all, I wake up and my dog's in my bed. Like, girl, what is you doing with your big ass? She's like almost 80 pounds. And I wake up, I thought my kids kept coming in my room, but when I woke up, my other son's door was closed, and my other son, he said, Mom, I never got out the bed. But I thought one of them came and touched me like gracefully. They're like, we never got out of bed. I'm like, okay. So you will notice a lot of paranormal activity right now. A lot of the portals are open. Okay. So, sometimes you see shadow people. Seeing shadow people may not always be a bad thing. Sometimes people that pass away just want to come visit you, and they want to see you, and like they're not. And if you're scared of that, you're allowed to say, like, listen, you're scaring me. I can't handle this. When I do reading for, like, I don't know, how do you do it? I'm like, I've seen ghosts since I was a kid. Like, this is not new. I just didn't know how to stand in my power. I didn't know how to harness the power of being able to see, beings, entities, and all that good stuff. And I'm saying even being abducted by aliens when I was little, everyone thought I was like bugged out. So I'm like, no. You ever meet someone and you're like, Dad, I know you from somewhere, and you can't figure it out? Probably a past life relationship or connection. So energy is energy. If it resonates, before you walk on my life, I just feel like this is a person. No, I would never encourage you to go back to a relationship connection where you close the door, where it does not serve you, right? People change, right? And some people don't change overnight. And sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. And if you're standing around someone and around them often, they won't be able to change. So sometimes God separates you from people because in that season you just don't belong there with him. And not that it might not even be a forever thing. It could just be for in this season of their life, things have to change. You know what I'm saying? So energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. I think 9/11, I think somebody's just so afraid that you're never going to return to their life. I feel so emotional. I feel like somebody feels like they messed up, but it's like I messed up, like it's emergency. I messed up a forever thing. Now here the ambulance is going past my house. What number is the ambulance? Number 30. So somebody may be 30 years old. You may have been dealing with this person for 30 years. Somebody's health was affected by your separation as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys, people can't go around treating good people bad. Just because you don't see the anointing over their life, somebody's grandmother's really watching over their Beatrice, somebody's family members, all constantly watching over. But you can't go around treating people bad for no reason because I can't see your anointing or I don't believe you're an earth angel. Well, okay, well, don't, because God will show. And in this season, you do get a front row seat. This is the time. Now, y'all always want to karma watch. Now, come on and let's karma watch right now. You will be able to see things happening in their life because the masks are off. It's it. It's no more. You can't, once these masks has fall forever. They're slipped off. They're done. A lot of people are seeing people for exactly who they are. 777 significant. If you dealt with someone and they made it seem like you were the issue or the problem, people are starting to notice who really is the issue and or the problem. And people are really like, did you really lose someone like that? You really let someone like that walk out of your life, And I feel like somebody even brings you up often, like talks about you a lot to people, because I feel like at one point this person really tried to deny your connection or deny how they felt about you because they wanted to hide their feelings. Okay, that's fine. But in the interim, that's not how they felt inside. So God will honor how you feel on the inside, and it will reflect on the outside. So I really feel like that, someone's made a great change in their life, and the change is, let's see. I thought somebody was doing something good. I thought somebody was saying something good, and the change will reflect on the outside. God protects you from people that are meant to be in your life. So stand your ground, please. You know what people are, what they're about. What I'm saying? When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. I feel like this person too may have kind of led you on. Like they were just looking for something fun and you probably were a serious person. And again, people that are promiscuous, look at the life they live. They don't have shit. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, because you can't use your sexual energy reckless. On my Divine Empress 333 Instagram, I had posted about that this morning about using, because you will lose everything. And guess what, this person, they go around sleeping with everyone. They hold the key to the abundance within their life, right? So they go around, they sleep with these karmics, and now the karmics start thriving in their businesses and thriving in their finances. And literally the more people they sleep with, the more depleted they get of their finances. If that's the case, if you want to sleep around, and I'm not judging because energy transfer is real. We know you're supposed to use protection. Saw that was fast flying action. Energy protection is real. We know you're supposed to use protection. Again, protection may cover against STDs and stuff like that, but what about energetically? And I really feel like this person has been so promiscuous that their abundance bank is on -0. Like, how the hell do you get to a -0? That's very interesting. So again, finances is a big play. God will attack you in places that you desire the most, right? So if you desire finances the most, if that's all you care about in life, well, God will literally take those things away from you, and you will be sitting, pondering, wondering what the heck has happened. Okay, so the color red is very significant in your life. I know somebody saying, Sunshine Goddess, I wish I would have decided to make love and not war. Okay, somebody may have held their intimacy energy with you as a form of control, or maybe they just were able to be intimate with a vast amount of people, so it's giving me like, well, I get to you when I get a chance, at their convenience. So somebody even regrets treating this relationship as a convenience. It's like, why put the show on? Why put the facade on? But then you were like, all right, well, you're treating me this way, so I'm just gonna accept that, and I'm gonna be able to move on and move forward with your life. Somebody's biggest fear is you literally getting the relationship connection that you deserve. Somebody's biggest fear is you getting the, okay, because they couldn't give it to you. Any day now they're like, all right, Sunshine Goddess Collective, they're gonna, because you're a decent man or woman, you're a good man or woman, it's giving dime a dozen, rare energy. Most couples don't make it past stage 3, the conflicts, arguments. This person dismissed your feelings, how you felt, what you wanted, because they had more, right? But less is more. Maybe if you put your foot down with this person saying, you can't walk all over me this way or do these things, well, they're like, all right, well, I don't have to do it here, but I'm gonna go there. So never think you won when you're dealing with someone that's already been in a relationship with someone, because if they're not changing for that person, they're not going to change for you. That's who they are. That's their character. And I feel like some of these karmics pacify and allow these toxic, bad behaviors, you get what you get, and then they're going to end up being with a person like them. So energy to energy. If it resonates, really in deep regret about it. Look at a new romantic cycle starting. Libra energy. The scales are balanced, collective. You took your power back. You did what you needed to do. Love is patient, love is kind. It doesn't boast, it does not brag. And I really feel like this person, even it feels like if this was like a situationship or something like that, like even bragging about not giving you a commitment, but you still being in their life. I don't know, but we learn valuable lessons with people. We learn that, we have to learn. I feel like they didn't want to learn your love language. That's what I hear someone saying, like, I could have learned to love you. You should let me love you. Yeah, time for healing. And that's exactly where you do on 44 in the chat. So this 4 portal, okay, guys, so I am doing a ritual, $4.44 to $44.44. But again, it's just in this healing energy. You're in this healing energy in between. I feel like they're in this healing energy in between and really devising a plan to want to get back to you, to be in your life. Somebody has a 2-door car, convertible. It doesn't have to be a convertible, but something about a 2-door car. Okay, something about the name Aaron as well. Okay, expect powerful changes. Again, within this portal, lots of changes are happening in your life. It's because you made the final decision to make that change. You know what I'm saying? Energy's energy. If it resonates, like soon as spring hit, and not actually the actual spring, but soon as we had the spiritual new year, we had a new moon, we had a solar eclipse, like shortly after we have this 4/4 portal. So it's now or never. You're going to make the change in your life now, or you're going to stay in the energy forever. Someone's like trying to change so bad. But again, if you have people around you that are toxic, that anyone that allows you to be dysfunctional and doesn't call you out on your shit that's toxic. Okay, so you have to be able to take accountability and the things that you do and the things that you say. And I just feel like this person's like, you could have said, hey, you hurt my feelings by doing this and this. Like, no, I didn't. But like, you can't decide, you know what I'm saying? And you can't disrespect someone and then decide how they're going to react, because maybe you clap back at this person. Maybe they weren't used to you standing up for yourself and then they got mad that you stood up for yourself. You cannot disrespect someone and then decide how they respond. And I really feel like that's why this person was angry in the past. Okay, so having faith in your dreams. Again, I did a short yesterday about kingdom marriages. So if you're interested in a kingdom marriage, or you feel like Sunshine Goddess, I feel this marriage energy, go ahead and watch that short and claim that message, because that's for you. So I really feel like this person, saw forever with you, but didn't move. Like, it's giving me that they saw your worth. It's giving me that they saw what they wanted out of you, but didn't want to act that way. Like, I'm not ready to be a better man or a woman, and time waits for me, and it didn't. It absolutely did it. I also feel like you have past lovers that's been in your life. It's just a lot of past ex energy that are just watching you flourish and grow, and even them regretting that, I should have treated this person better. I should have been better at what I've done, said. A lot of people regret being deceptive to you, collective, because a lot of people have went through a lot of karma. There's some people dealing with some things that you don't even know about, right? Remember, now is the season for karma watching. And I tell y'all, don't karma watch, but you're going to hear about it through the grapevine. I even feel like somebody has done something so grand that they might even make the news. You're going to know. Okay, so Divine Say and Sunshine Goddess, just tell them of all the seasons of life that they will know, because either these people are going to change and be better, or it's just going to get worse. The masks are off. We're accepting people for who they are and what they show us. You know what I'm saying? Energy's energy. If it resonates. And when I channel, it feels like I have, like, when you're little and you put like your grandma's glasses on, and it feels so crazy. When I channel, my eyes are like that. That's why I have a hard time reading until I see Hot and all that. Like when she puts people restricted, then I could like start to focus. But really, and hey, Empress D, and if you feel like I need to leave these connections or these situations, you're doing what's best for you, because if God wanted you to stay in them, you wouldn't have, right? You would have stayed. But if you're really guided to separate yourself and say, you know, I can't anymore, that's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person for choosing you. How many of us thought we were bad people for choosing us? Well, I don't want to hurt their feelings. And like, okay, so just stay and just keep getting mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually abused. No, it doesn't work that way. God didn't put you on earth to, one, be alone, because God doesn't condone being alone. Two, to be with someone that doesn't help you, because two are better than one, for they help each other succeed. For if one falls down, the other shall pick them up. And this person, they can't even rely on anyone. 416 significant date. They can't even rely on anyone the way they relied on you. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Collective, you didn't lose nothing. Okay, although it may feel like, you may have felt really attached to this person, but I'm talking about you, not them right now. You didn't lose anything. If anything, the divine's like, you chose you. I love you for that. And again, there's lots of, so I've been wearing green pajamas to bed for like the last couple of days, right? And yesterday I got up, I said, 3 or 4 nights in a row, I wore green pajamas. I'm like, there's some type of great financial abundance coming, because there's so much going on in my brain on an everyday life, working 2 jobs, kids, football, life, laundry. You guys know laundry, dog, cat, turtle, family, friends. Like when the portals come up or they happen, I feel them before, but I don't, I'm like, oh, there's a 4-4 portal. A lot of you are due for a huge, it's like a huge abundant avalanche, especially when you decide to choose you. So I keep saying to myself, there is some type of financial gain coming. I got confirmation from one of my girlfriends the other day. I got an email confirmation about someone and their finances. So then the divine was like, you know what? Sunshine Goddess, I want you to do these rituals. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Okay, somebody could receive up to $2 million is what I hear the divine saying. So, and I'm like, what is it? I'm like, is it scratch off? Is it lotto? But this money's gonna come to you in way, shape, or form you would least expect it. So I don't dwell on how it's gonna come, when it's gonna come. Just know that either one day you're gonna get a check in the mail, somebody's gonna give you a call and say, I need your ID because I need to process this check. Maybe a grandparent or parent or family member left money for you that you didn't know you had and has been going through probate court, because this money, Spirit's saying it's old money. So it's old or owed money. So remember, whatever resonates for your life, but just make sure you guys send me the confirmation. I just like to know, the follow-up. Okay, so 1941 is very significant as well. So there was a bird that, I don't know what happened to it, but it had passed away. It was on the ground over here. This big hawk just came and picked it up. Like, those principalities, those negative principalities, demonic entities, all that stuff, they're fleeing from your life because you love yourself enough to know, I'm not dealing with that BS. I'm not dealing with none of those things. So energy's energy. If it resonates, how can you lose if you're winning? How can you lose if everyone around you is winning? And if this person was because it feels like, the reason why they may have got rejected or block out your life, because at some point they would take from you, right? What would they take? Well, I don't know. Maybe your sanity, your finances. It's something here where they were planning and plotting on trying to take, right? But it didn't work that way. It just gives me like a manipulating energy where they do this with everyone. Like, they deal with people for what they could get, how they could get it, but it didn't work from you. Also, if someone tried to put some type of spell on your life or your abundance, finances, I'm even hearing beauty spells, it may form, but it won't prosper. So people are really watching, especially some of these corny ass third parties, like, get a fucking life. Okay, get a life. They got the man, they got the woman. What do they possibly want? An outfit? Like, get a fucking life. Watching you, trying to see if what they've done manifests. Some of these people are doing some kitchen ass witch stuff. Like, stop going to TikTok, because what you're doing is creating a lifetime of karma for yourself. You know what I'm saying? They're going to TikTok. Oh, how do I keep this person away from that person? Or, wanting to reach out and send you messages because this person that they've led, that you've left their life, nobody compares to you. Nobody knows me like you do, because you were genuine, right? And they get with people that they want to manipulate, but also get manipulated. So it's like, this person, they don't feel genuine. It's almost like anyone that they're with, they feel on edge. Like, when you're around someone, you're like, this person's not for me. Well, they feel like that. Again, they start withholding finances and intimacy, even thoughts, actions, and even bringing you up. Well, Sunshine Goddess Collective, well, she did the splits. or Sunshine Goddess Collective, well, they made me rice. You know, really comparing, contrasting that. It's getting these third parties in their head, you know, or even going through their phone, seeing things that you guys talked about, like, hey, you never said that to me. You never told me you missed me. You never cared, because now they're really realizing where this person's heart really lies. Where your treasure lies, your heart will be also. And again, not being in a relationship connection with you, that abundance don't hit the way it used to. Energy's energy. If it resonates. A fairy climax approaches, because I really feel like they're antsy. Somebody's very antsy about communicating with you, about, you know, even just checking in. Like, you know, somebody wants to just check in, like, hey, how you doing? How's everything? It's like they will be relieved to be able to have a conversation with you. They will be relieved to just hear your voice, to talk to you. Now, not social media, but really in real life. Oh, there goes one of my motorcycle friends. But not like on social media, but real life, like, you know, hearing you. And again, this person's so locked in with wanting to be with you that I never notice how many people stare at my house, because I decorate my house for Easter. But you never know, you like, you wouldn't realize how locked in this person really wants to be with you. It's like, if they could just sit next to you and be in your presence and be in your good graces, they will feel all right. This person doesn't feel all right. Because why? They just can't get that comfortability feeling with everyone else. You know, when you sit too long and you gotta like scoot and you gotta like turn, and you're like, oh, I've been sitting here for hours, and they just feel like, all right, maybe this next person's gonna make me feel, hey Matt B, hey Andrea, hey Michelle, maybe this next person's gonna make me feel. And how many people do you have to run through until you realize no one is Sunshine Goddess Collective, and that is their power? You know, you're very close to achieving your goal. So let's just tap in, top of the deck, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so there we go, Capricorn energy. They're ready to put the work in for themselves. And again, the end of a tough cycle in for you. Okay, so again, we just had a full moon. Wait, we had a full moon that just passed last weekend. So that's when things started changing. All right, 599 is another significant number. Do what you guys please with the numbers. Hey, maybe write them down, and when you feel guided to use them, to play them, maybe there's a date involved in there. May 5th, 1995 is a significant day. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It could be a death date, anniversary. You just gotta be aware. So I want you guys to send healing, love, and light and energy to my coworker who's battling brain cancer right now, and like literally holding on for her life. And it just makes me a little emotional, because I did a reading with her a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, I don't know, something doesn't feel right. You know, her husband's really sick. She's like, oh no, it's okay. I'm like, I don't even know. Like, you know, the doctor didn't give her much long to live, but if we can send her healing, love, and light, that would be like, thank you guys for doing that for me, because that is like my work bestie, and like my heart breaks for her. Like every time I go to work and she's not there, I'm like, so that's why I don't play with my intuition, because it really has saved me and helped me in different places, and also helped people prepare for what we didn't know, what you know might be the worst. So let's do some rose oracles. All right, Spirit. So let's clarify some of these energies. The number six keeps coming up. 6, health, wealth, abundance. You might be seeing 666. I just feel like it's a change in your finances, your life. It's not a negative number, guys. Of course, everything that's really good for us in the world, they want us to think it's bad, right? But it's not. So you might be seeing that. Listen, yesterday I left my house. I live on a busy kind of a main street. The first car in front of me was 333. On my way home, coming back home to park, the car in front of me was 333. You should be seeing that a lot, okay? Energy's energy. If it resonates. Thank you so much, Annette Marie 77. I really appreciate that. Oh, your girl. Now, see, that almost made me cry too. You know what I'm saying? What are these? The orbs look like orbs that come in my videos. They look like particles, but when you look, you don't see them. You know what I'm saying? I have on my Instagram, who they used to be in my room big time. You know what I'm saying? But I welcome our spirit guides in the readings. Anyone's family members that want to pop in and give a message, I welcome that while we're here. You know what I'm saying? So energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. So let's clarify this healing energy. When it comes to this connection, okay, the rose guarded innocent forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. Please Be gentle with yourself because you didn't know. You had to learn the lesson, right? Some of us beat ourselves up. Some of us, because I say me too, we beat ourselves up because I knew better, but the flags were there, right? But then you put intimacy in, and you put in what you really want. And when I go with what my fleshly self wants, I always regret it. Something told me not to. Okay, for instance, this guy was texting me, you want to go on a date. I'm like, all right. I said I'll go on a date, but like 2 days into texting, I'm like, I don't really want to do this. Something about you's off. Well, at the day come for the date, he's like, oh, I have to reschedule. He had a baby last week. Like, are you serious right now? I'm like, why would you be deceptive? You left out, you told me everything about your life but that. So it's like, damn, bro, you're gonna have to face that karma. And maybe that I was the last lesson where he learned to not be such a fucking liar and be deceptive. Like, take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know. I don't Facebook creep and lurk because I need to know who you are for who you are. I try to keep Sunshine Goddess when she needs to come out, but most of the time I just try to roll with Catherine and see what she's got going on. Okay, so expect powerful changes. The bud potential promise is about to happen. Keep going. So if a lot of you turn your back on this person, on this relationship, that's okay. It doesn't mean that you don't still get the love that you desire. I also feel like this person is really starting to plant their feet on solid ground and really buckle up and become a better person for themselves. Okay, so yes, you are the catalyst. 1414, if anyone's in here, if they could look up 1414 and let us know what that means in reference to your own divine healing journey. Okay, so you are that you may have been this person's catalyst. And I have like left-sided, my legs really cold on the left side. So maybe somebody had like an amputation on left side, pain, numbness, tingling, something, I don't know. Cause like as soon as I open the gate for people to come through, they like stand up line. They stand up. I may look alone. There's like thousands of people around me, but they just feel really cold since you left their life. They don't feel the same. So again, you needed to do that so this person can become a better person. Energy's energy. If it resonates. All right, Spirit, clarify having faith in your dreams and moving forward. What you want wants you to. I just need you to pray on it. I lost my planner for like a week. I lost it for a week, and I just was looking all over because like, where could it go? How much place could I find in the car? And I looked at my house. I couldn't find nowhere. I was like, God, can you please just tell me where my planner is? I even had the boys in the backseat. I'm like, do you guys see mom's planner? Check under, kids in the backseat. We know what, it's a jungle back there most of the time. Well, it was. I go to the car wash often, but they did it. I couldn't find it. I was like, God, please, I need to know when this doctor's appointment is. It takes a long time to get through. I literally said, God, please help me find it. I turned around my work coat. I just moved it that I've checked 100 times, but I haven't wore it. It was in the work coat, wrapped up in the work coat, but I didn't get it until I asked God, please help. So I feel like this person's like, God, please help me either return back to Sunshine Goddess lives, help me make this better, help me become a better person. But it seems like they're more hurt about this separation than you are, because I don't feel like this person ever really truly expressed how they felt to you, about how they felt about you. It was better to Corinthians 1:4-3, and if you see that number a lot, that's this person spiritually sending you messages like, I love you. I wasn't able to tell you in my everyday human being life, but my spiritual being loves you. I love you in human flesh, but I'm unable to express those feelings at the time. So if you ever see 1-4-3 combination, just know that your divine counterpart has expressed their love for you to the universe, but really unable to express it to you. Because I really feel like if they just expressed it to you, not that it would buy them more time, but maybe that reassurance what you needed. Maybe you needed to know, hey, they do feel as strongly as you felt, but they didn't have the courage to do it. So I think that this is where their lesson is. If they ever was in another relationship with someone, and it's not going to be like you or even with you, even if you gave this person a second chance, to be verbally expressive of how they feel. Okay, the return. Have faith in your dreams. A new story. You decide alignment. It's coming together. So the divine's like, listen, you can have this person back. It might take some time. They need to heal. They need to change. In the meantime, I need you to work on yourself, or you can opt out to a new contract. It's really up to you, collective. You guys have the final say when it comes to your life and your spiritual being. You have the final say. You just got to know that things align when it's supposed to be. Ask and you shall receive. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to do the work, but you also have to be practical about what you're asking. You know what I'm saying? I could say, God, can I please have $1 million? And if I sat here for 10 years, how would I ever get the $1 million if I just sat here? Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to go out, work for it, find it, run into the right people. And I feel like some of you are getting ready to run into the right people that will change your life. You know what I'm saying? Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right, Spirit, clarify this win-win outcome when it comes to this relationship connection and the life of my collective. The sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care, because you took the time to water you. You took the time to take care of you. You took the time to go to the gym. You took the time to drink the water. You took the time to go to bed. You took the time to say no when you never say no and you always say yes. Whatever you've done for you is why you have the win-win outcome. Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Okay, Spirit, let's clarify some of this. A fiery climax approaches Aries energy. Shout out to all my Aries. Happy birthday to your fiery self. Okay, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within destiny. God, whatever God has for you, no man or woman can take away. No karmas can stop it. What God has for you is for you. And I feel like the divine's going to surprise you because they're so, like, I could just see everyone's spirit team like just smiling away, like, oh my God, Sandra, guys, your collective is really doing a really good job in self-love and perseverance, and that's what I've always been here for. I've always been here. Yes, we love to hear about our person, but my main goal in this relation and this channel is to get you back to you, to loving yourself, to doing what's right. It's so weird that everything has stopped here. Like, the lady walking down the street has stopped. The cars have stopped. It's like the world just stopped, and I don't know, that just felt really weird. But you focusing on you is my main goal, is to get you back aligned with your spiritual being so you can achieve all the abundance, blessing, and greatness that you have, and also get us ready for World War III, which is a spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ashley, energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Was anyone able to look up the number 1414 for me when it comes to self-love and perseverance? All right, Spirit, clarify this. You're very close to achieving your goals. Now, if you're saying, listen, Sunshine Goddess, I'm ready to move on with my life. I'm open to receiving what the divine has for me. It's so close you probably can lick it, smell it, touch it, taste it. It's that close. The enemy's main goal is to try to deter you right before the blessings. So keep those feet planted on solid ground. Okay, what may look impossible is very much so possible. Okay, Spirit, clarify you're very close to achieving your dreams. The coldness of the seas, the blueprint is within you, taking the next step. So you have everything you need within you. Everything that you need for the world is within you. Spirit, clarify the end of the tough cycle approaches for the collective. After the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over. Acceptance. You've accepted people for who they are, what they've done, but you know that people's projection of their life, if you've been an honest person to someone, if you've been there for someone and they treated you as if you've never done that, be proud of you for not changing because of what someone else does. And this rainbow really signifies the end of its karmic cycle. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it's like the divine is so proud of you because I feel like you had the chance. I feel like you had the opportunity to get your lick back, clap back, do something different. And you guys know I shared that story the other day where people that, like, I was ending friendships with them and they just had all these negative, mean things to say over miscommunications, misunderstandings. Someone that I've done readings for and all this other stuff was like coming on my Facebook with a fake page that she forgot she told me it was a fake page, and was talking so much cash shit. I'm like, damn, you always must have felt this way. Like, you're calling me out of my name. It was just so crazy. But God will expose people for who they are, and he's going to take care of them. Okay, so thank you, Annette. 1414 is angel number. Focus on healing and loving your inner self. Yes. Thank you, Annette. Empress D, a message of encouragement and a reminder that you're on the right path with your efforts and work hard to pay off. Yes, thank you. And Ronte, Divine Dolphin, 1414 is symbolic of the honesty, virtue, and goddess. There we go. That's what you're doing. That's where I could have said any number in the world, but we're all living in a 1414. We're on the 1414 path right now. It's a path back to you. And the more that you find yourself and the more that you elevate, the more that things that don't serve you in your life will fall to the wayside. So that may be that some of these relationship connections don't serve you. Energy's energy, if it resonates. And that doesn't make them bad people. It just makes that they're not aligned with your divine purpose and plan at this time. All right, Spirit, let's clarify some of these energies, some of these love messages when it comes to this relationship. Take my hand. I hear the Mary J. Blige share my world. Don't you leave. Promise I'll be here. So, baby, don't you have no fear. Because I really feel like you stayed down for this person while they stayed down for everyone else and left you in this unclear energy. Well, what's that song? Only want your love if it's solid. What did she say in the beginning? I used to wonder, like, do they like me? Do they love me? This person kept you guessing. And that was part of their manipulation tactic. Are you serious right now? Do you have to really manipulate? But people only manipulate and lie 318 significant date because they're unsure what they want or they're afraid that what you might decide may not align what they want. So energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Let's clarify some more of this energy when it comes to this relationship, this connection. Yeah, maybe. They kept you guessing on purpose, guys. And that's because it wasn't that they were unsure, but if you knew their true self, if you knew what they stood for, if you knew what they were doing behind your back, would you still stay? You know, would you still be with them if they said, you know what, I kind of like just want to be with this karmic because she will financially do anything, but would you stay? You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to expose their hand, but then in due time, their hand got exposed. Okay, overcoming odds. And you said, okay, well, that's your life and you want to live it, but I don't have to deal with that. Energy's energy. If it resonates and you overcame, it feels like the person has some principalities attached to them that were trying to destroy you and it didn't work. Yep, look at third party. And some of those third parties have, you know, principalities on them. These third parties are steady watching you, what you do, how you do it, because they want to know what is it about you that keeps I give this person everything they want, okay? I've done everything I can for them. They ask for this, materialistic things, money, finances, endless intimacy, you know, whatever. I give them everything, but they're still focused on Sunshine Goddess Collective because that's where their heart is. You know what I'm saying? And third parties, it could be a person, but could be a job. It could be a family member. It could be an addiction. It could be anything that just distracts this person from their path. Okay, I also feel like there's energy here where they're starting to realize that there's certain people in their life that they don't really align with anymore. You know, they're like, you know, maybe these friends aren't, you know, you got to separate yourself from the rest when you're becoming your best. And it's not personal, right? Because isolation, a separation is for elevation. It's not because, oh, I don't want to be your friend anymore, or I don't want to be around you. Some people really need to get their life together, and they can't do it when they're in the mix, when they're at the bars every weekend, when they're dealing with people. You know, I just feel like a divine masculine that wants a solid family, that maybe the player ways don't work for him anymore, but how can he stay around player friends when they're always trying to hook them up with different girls and or use them because maybe they're the one that gets all the girls and they, you know, piggyback off their energy. Somebody's like, I don't want to live this life anymore. And they're deciding to separate from people that are around them, or maybe someone that they use substance with. I feel like there's a third party here that feeds this divine feminine masculine energy substances, liquor, drugs, whatever the case may be. And they're like, you know, they're not supposed to be drinking. Their health isn't good. You know, they're not supposed to be doing illicit drugs or whatever the case may be, or gambling, but they're steady bringing them to casino when they know they have a gambling addiction. Like, this third party does anything they can to keep them down. Oh my God, this lady just drove by. She was doing this in the window. And that's what the divine's putting a stop to them, because if your divine counterpart is like a fall from grace and you two were meant to come together to overcome obstacles, this third party's thought they won, but they really lost. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. You know, they've done everything they can to win this person over, and they don't even care for them like that. Only want your love if it's solid. Weather out the storm, overcoming obstacles. That's what they want. Yep. That's what they want. Somebody's born in 1986. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Yes, stand by me. No, I won't be afraid. No, somebody might come in and give you a physical gift. Maybe this is their way of trying to like come in and fix things. All right. Maybe they feel like they owe you something. Nobody owes you shit. Okay, nobody owes you anything in the world. I have like chills all over my body. Somebody may be going through like some type of withdrawal from some type of substances, or really it just doesn't serve them anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I really have, or somebody's third party's acting really cold-hearted towards them once they found out the truth about this person really still in love with you. This person's still vested in you from far away. This person still wants to be with you from far away. You can feel it. You know what I'm saying? And they know the only way they can come back in your life and be in your life is if they become better. Like, you've put your foot down. You said, I love me enough for the both of us, and I love me enough to know that however you're treating me or whatever you're doing isn't suffice for my life, and I've got to go. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go. It's at resonates. One of my kids are calling. That's what they needed to happen. All right, so let's see. Let's get a message from the divine. Okay, the love that emanates from my beloved's heart is a light that stemmed from the mind of a goddess. Through each other we become one. Okay, because two are better than one for the help each other succeed. I give thanks for the endless blessings that is you. So again, you were born to the person's life to teach them a lesson about treating people right and being a better person. Energy to energy. If it resonates, because I feel like if they didn't meet you, they would still be running amok and be out here treating people any kind of way, but they had to. Okay, the sun card, thrive through wonderful thinking. The number 888 is significant as well. So Spirit, let's get some archangel messages. Somebody wants to lead you. Somebody's like, I could have been a better leader to Sunshine Goddess Collective. For Raphael, April 4th, seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, be aware of your own emotions. Somebody's acting out from when they were younger, because somebody knew that if I misbehave, I'll get the attention of my parents. If I act up in school, my parents will see me. Yep, there you go, Empress. Hey, Susan. If I act up in school, my parents will finally pay me attention, because they've always dealt with this negative energy. They've got rewarded, right? But if your dog shits all over your house, you're not going to give it treats. So the buck stop with you. It stopped with you. The negative behaviors, the bad behaviors. Okay, maybe it took you a while to realize, right? Sometimes it takes you a long time. You'd be like, what the hell was I dealing with? Why the hell would I deal with that? But you learn, right? We're not beating ourselves up of what we didn't know and how we didn't know it. We're saying, congratulations to me. I've learned to move better, and I learned to make better decisions, and I'm moving better. I hear someone say, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a boss when we're together. Energy's energy. If it resonates. Ada Michael, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. I just feel like there's this principality on this person, or was on this person, that was blinding you to the truth of who they were, how they were, what they were doing, and maybe you're just easygoing, you're brushing it off to the point where you couldn't brush it off anymore. Energy's energy. If it resonates. 1212 is also a significant number as well. For Michael, there we go, 484. Insight that comes from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. This person's so damn stressed out about this separation from you. They are. And I feel like somebody does a lot of sleeping to be able to cope with this. I don't think they thought it was going to be this way. I really think they thought that, whatever, they're not in my life. Okay, whatever. But they're getting reminded of you. They're dreaming of you. They're seeing you everywhere. It's not whatever. Okay, Paige and Michael. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review your contracts or documents thoroughly. I always feel like somebody's watching me. And yes, they're watching you. The karmics watching you. The karmic friends are watching you, because they're trying to figure out how the hell are you growing and prosperous while they're all falling apart from you not being in their life. You know why? Because this person would come to you, fill their cup up, and go spend it on everyone else, or fill up everyone else's cup and come back to you when they needed their cup full. But what happens when you just don't wait till the water runs dry? So what happens when they can't fill up? What happens if you can't bring your Tesla to get hooked up to that thing, baby, to the charging station, you ain't driving nowhere. And this person feels like they're going nowhere fast. It feels like somebody has literally hit rock bottom. Okay, King of Ariel, your personal plans are working out very well. Professional financial success, using resources wisely. Again, when God sends you a blessing in your life, you don't determine if it's not. This person knew you were a blessing from the beginning, but they just thought they were going to do what they want to do, with how they want to do it, when they want to do it. And they've learned a very valuable lesson. Ace of Raphael. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationship, deep and lasting spiritual insight. And I do feel like that's for you, collective. And again, with this top of the deck, 111, use your intuition. They really wish they would have listened to their inner self more, not other people, not their family, not their karmics. There is an energy here of this person listening to other people about you, but knowing that it wasn't true, but it felt better to listen because it made their situation easier because they don't have to. Bullshit. 9/11 bullshit. They know that. This person knows that I should have just been a better person. When the divine guided this person in your life, they felt it, but they want to fight it, and now they're going through all this stuff. Okay, strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. This person, we keep getting forgiveness at the top of the deck. Spirit, let's clarify this with our Rose Oracles. They want you to forgive them. So if you don't forgive this person, the divine asking you to forgive them. You don't have to talk to them ever again, but forgive them for you, because forgiveness is for you, not them. Okay, what do we have for the Rose Oracle? Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. Somebody wants to have a sexual encounter with you as well. Somebody's so worried that you're gonna find. Somebody's so worried that you done found love somewhere else. Like, what's that song when she's like, when they're talking about like, how are you like doing with them? Like, you know, this person wants to know if you're seeing other people, sleeping with other people. Are you doing those things we did? Are you calling them those names you calling me? Look at your past life lover or twin flame, top of the deck. Energy to energy. If it resonates, they know this is spiritual connection. They were just trying to, like, I don't know. You could psych anyone out in the world, but you can't psych yourself out in God, and that's what they really, really regret. Okay, like, I'm, like, really obsessed with you. Energy to energy. If it resonates. Okay, this person regrets being in this playboy, playgirl energy. And now they just sit and watch you get mesmerized. I feel like this person looks at your picture and, like, gets taken back, like they get gulped. Did you guys see that fly by? Oh my God, did you guys, if y'all saw something fly by, please put the eyes out, because that was a huge, okay, sorry. I just get really nervous, OMG. They scare me sometimes, but that was a huge one. Oh my God, it was like 55, 54, and that was a sexual energy. It scared me, okay. Woo! I know, this is what I do, but it was so damn big, right? Huge, like, only want your love if it's solid. That scared me. I'm like, oh, somebody about to turn my phone off, y'all. Okay, I'm tired of my current partner relationship. We know. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Top of the deck, done, over, block, rejected, ex. They're going to come in and say, listen, side chick, side piece, third party, side chicker, dude. They done caught their third party with a third party. Lord, it's a third party. It's a third party. Energy's energy. If it resonates. So they got playing you. They turned around and got played by somebody else. I love you guys, 100 crew. I cannot make this shit up. Energy's energy. If it resonates. You don't go around hurting good people for no reason and think you're going to get like prizes for that. It doesn't work that way. The energy that you put out in the world definitely returns to you tenfold. Anytime a man makes a woman cry or hurts a woman cry, you got to pay sevenfold, bro. So be careful what you're out here doing. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right, Spirit, let's clarify some more of this information. Somebody has a red car. I've never seen so many red cars in my life. Like something about the color red. Okay, emotional support. Now's the time to check in with your emotions and your partner's thoughts and feelings. Merely want to be like, well, do you want to give it a second chance? Do you want to give it a shot? Energy's energy. If it resonates. I know it was huge. Oh my God, guys, it scared me. It scared me because I'm chilling. I'm like, woo! Told you guys, the portal's open. If you don't believe, if you don't believe, I know you believe now. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Telepathy, sending you telepathic messages. If they can't talk to you, you may actually hear their telepathic messages, okay? Pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this time. Your girl lives a very spiritual, magical life. You wouldn't believe it. I got so tired of trying to tell people about it every day, all day. I'm like, you know what? Girl, just continue living your life, because it's not your job to make people believe. They either see it, they believe it, or they don't. Okay, make a move. The time is now. Someone is planning to take action, or it's time for you to make a move. They're ready to come forward. Somebody's ready to make, like, they're moving fast, but Spirit does not want this person to move too fast. Anything that if you move too fast, you might ruin it. Don't move too fast. Go slow, okay? Because I really feel like this person was very impatient. But now they know love is patient. They weren't very kind. Now they know they have to be kind. Energy's energy. If it resonates soulmate energy. The person you're inquiring about is your soulmate. The sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Energy's energy. If it resonates, control issues. By trying to control this situation, you only slow down your answer prayers. Let the divine and let the divine lead and let the divine take the lead. So this God's like, listen, the divine's like, we are in charge of this. You don't have a say. You move when we say, when I move, you move, just like that. And I really feel like this person regrets being very impulsive. They made very impulsive decisions and they regret it. Okay, magnetic souls, your sacred souls are instantly drawn towards each other. They know that because no matter who they're with, how they're with them, they don't get the same feeling that they get with you. I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Top of the deck, clarity. Energy's energy. If it resonates, somebody finally sees the answers that right in front of their eyes. Therefore, the answers that come shall be clear too. Communication. If conversations on the horizon, someone's planning to reach out, be ready to express yourself. Now listen. We all have problems. We all have issues. It doesn't mean you can treat people bad, because I feel like if they try to come in with a bullshit excuse, you're going to know. But also go easy and gentle and light on this person, because I feel like if they had have communicated before what they were going through, instead of, it's giving me where like things don't go right and they just start running amok, and they just could have just explained to you, like, listen, I have some financial issues or family issues or whatever issues they had. You know, they're going to come forward and tell you, remember, you're divine. Remember, we don't clap back and treat people the way they treat us. We treat people better, right? We treat people the way we want to be treated. So be kind, because I feel like you may have you might feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? It feels like they just didn't too good for you, but stay who you are and stay divine. Okay, so I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Energy's energy. If it resonates, happy, successful Saturday. Be ready. Yeah, something amazing. I just heard Spirit say, tell them amazing blessings are getting ready to pop off. Something with that third party, and this person is popping off, done pop off. The mask has fell. Third party got a third party. It's a third party. Damn. Energy's energy. If it resonates, I love you guys so much. Keep your head up and your heart close. God, I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on my midday mix or my next read, whatever comes first. Mwah.